Tyra Banks is under fire for claims of abuse.
She hurt and exploited a lot of people.
The amount of bullshit that me and other girls went through.
I don't know how you sleep at night.
Oh, quiet, but everybody, but stop it!
How did she get away with it for so long?
For years, Tyra built up this image as every woman's mentor.
You're still in the running towards becoming America's Next Top Model.
But Naomi knew something we didn't.
Ton of questions from people wanting to know the status with Tyra Banks.
Tyra convinced everyone for years that Naomi was the real villain.
It makes you look bitter and jealous.
Do not compare yourself to me.
Like, why is she doing this? This is so awful.
She set up Naomi in a face-to-face interview.
Think that you could actually say something like that?
I've never said that in my life.
And then everyone turned on Naomi.
I'm doing this, and I know everybody is gonna follow.
You know that people call you a bitch.
Why are you doing it?
Tyra's trying to get away with it.
It does bug me that women have to be pitted against each other.
Will Naomi be the one who finally takes her down?
We were doing that fashion show backstage, and you came up to me right when I was about to walk out. You said, "You'll never be me, don't ever think that you'll be me," and something like that.
I said that?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like me to people that would know me.
I'm not sure if you're understanding that experience between you and I was one of the most difficult times in my entire life.
Naomi's been the queen of the fashion industry for decades, but she's always been notorious for her temper.
You have a reputation, rightly or wrongly, for being quite an angry person.
You know that people call you a bitch.
And when Tyra shared the stage with Naomi for the first time, that anger was on full display.
I called my aunt. I said, "She's right behind me. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. She's right here. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Can you believe it?" But Naomi, do you remember what you said to me?
What did I say?
You said, "I heard you talking about me." You called me the B word.
But people didn't realize the role the media played in turning them against each other.
Tyra Banks, the new Naomi Campbell.
I did really well really fast, but then the industry was saying, "Oh, look out, Naomi Campbell. Here comes Tyra Banks. So Naomi Campbell, sit your butt down."
You can have more than one woman of color in a fashion show. Unfortunately, back then it was like, okay, we'll just have one, so the other one would feel like, oh, she put me out.
This was nothing new to Naomi. Growing up, she always had to fight to get by.
I used to get hit a lot because I was extremely thin. I remember once a little boy hit me in my stomach, threw stones at me, and I have to say, I fought back. That was my instinct. And everyone thinks, oh, Naomi's a really tough girl and really strong, but that's what I want to appear to people to be like. Because I fear that if I don't, they're going to just walk all over me.
And while the media criticized Naomi for her temper, no one knew what she was actually going through. When 6 of her friends died in the same year, she would resort to anything to escape that feeling.
I felt like I couldn't keep up with the grief, so I just started replacing it with drugs. I showed up to do a job and basically collapsed.
And while Tyra was building up this wholesome brand in sitcoms and daytime TV shows, Naomi actually went to rehab. She got clean, she came out, but she never actually dealt with the anger issue that she had. She was convicted of assault 4 separate times.
4 times. A woman who worked as your assistant, she said you grabbed her by the throat, you hit her with a phone.
Assaulting a photographer. Naomi scratched the Pap's eye with her purse.
For kicking and spitting at police officers on a British Airways plane.
Naomi had to dig a little bit deeper to find out what was actually causing the anger.
Are you just a petulant diva who wants things her own way, and if you don't get things your own way, you feel you have the right to throw things?
No. I think it comes from a deeper place than that with me.
Being abandoned?
Being abandoned. That's what my core issues are, abandonment, rejection.
I do feel that I abandoned her. I was 19 when I had Naomi, and I was a single mom. I wanted the best for my daughter, and I left Naomi to work to give her a better life.
I understand her being angry, but it's still not an excuse.
But when Naomi was asked to do Tyra's show, she knew that she was going to grill her about their past. But she agreed to do it anyways, owning her past mistakes.
When this powerful, strong icon woman that I looked up to was terrorizing me.
However I've affected you, I take my responsibility. And I was going to say I'm very proud of you, being a powerful black woman sitting here and doing what you're doing. And please continue. Okay, Reese?
Thank you so much. Naomi, thank you so much for saying that. You have no idea what my heart is doing now. Thank you so much.
I think it's a hard thing for people to villainize you publicly, and then to be able to just like hold that and apologize.
Yeah, but that wasn't the whole story with Tyra. After she painted herself as a victim to Naomi's bullying, another side of her was revealed when she was hosting America's Next Top Model.
I've been through stuff, so I'm angry. Yes, but this is not, be quiet, Tiffany. Be quiet! Stop it! I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Do you really think you can have a cover girl contract with a gap in your mouth?
Why not? This is all people see. It's easy for you to cover girl.
Models from the show started speaking out against Tyra for allowing a culture of abuse.
And I grew up idolizing this woman.
She's a fake ass bitch.
How do you sleep at night knowing that you're poking girls' childhood traumas?
And the backlash against Tyra hit a fever pitch.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Why America's Next Top Model is the most toxic show of its decade.
And I could not believe the things that came out of those people's mouths.
This show is literally why I experienced eating disorders growing up.
Did Naomi ever call her out?
She actually didn't. Naomi, who had been known for her anger, took the high road on this one.
It does bug me that two women of the same ilk, women of color, have to be pitted against each other, and that's something I always felt back then.
After doing the difficult work and facing up to her mistakes, Naomi was ready to heal another relationship.
I was very happy when he asked me to shoot Burberry Christmas campaign, and more so when he asked me to shoot it with my mom.
I will be forever eternally grateful to my mother.
She went through a lot of strife to raise a child on her own.
And then Naomi was able to be present for someone new.
Naomi Campbell is now a mother to a baby girl.
It's been the biggest blessing of my life. It's the best thing I've ever done. And she's amazing.
She still maintains herself as an icon, and I think it's because she took that time to intentionally like take accountability for the way that she treated others.
I've made plenty of mistakes. I'm a human being. I'm a work in progress. But I can own my mistakes. It's not about me. My daughter's the boss. I live for her. And she comes first.